Hi, do you suck at learning languages? I've got some good news for you. You probably don't. Languages, people who are traditionally considered good at languages tend to have a more global, a more holistic view. They sort of go from the outside in, they look at the big picture first, and then they sort of figure out the little bits. People who struggle at learning languages, especially sort of in a traditional class, they like to go from the inside out. So some people refer to this as analytical learners, and these are people who want to sort of piece the language together bit by bit and go up. Of course, that has one drawback. It's going to take you years until you're going to be able to make a perfect sentence that abides by all the language rules, especially if you're learning a finicky little beast of a language like German, which is not only full of rules but also of exceptions and some anachronisms, and people use it very, very differently than the rules that you learn in the book. So if this is you, if you are looking at the ocean of rules in the language you're learning, and you know, how am I ever going to be perfect? Speaking the language doesn't mean that you're perfect. So you can still use the rules as a guideline, but try to see them more as a like a handrail. So you already know some ways to piece it together, and you're going to have to perfect it. You're going to have to go through it with a fine comb for years, realistically. But that doesn't mean that you suck at learning languages. It just means that, like we all, you are a fallible but nonetheless worthwhile human being. And that's all from me today. So pat yourself on the back and get back into language learning. You may not be perfect, but you're doing okay.